we'll see Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The ball carrier. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
Jordan Howard. That's good for a Miami.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to fire one deep over the... That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. And even 40 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys up.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker with a lucky number 13 touchdown. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Desmond King on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offense once again, and their running back, Jordan Howard. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
10 at the 15-yard line.
On the delay, it's Howard. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Right at the line of
so after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, they run with Howard. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fitzpatrick will hand this to Howard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. On first down, it's Howard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. On 2nd down, it's Howard. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
He's taken down at the 17.
They'll try to run forward with Howard. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Jordan.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 12.
They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Desmond King now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Running with Howard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
44-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
LA readies for its next possession. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 79 yards.
And while he may not verbalize it,
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Grant. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead, he could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this point.
But you just did.
Sorry?
That's okay. No, he can overcome that.
I'm not apologizing to you.
No.
Okay?
I like your attitude. But you're right. What's got to happen for it to actually occur? Offensive line has continued blocking the way they've been blocking. He has to stay healthy. But also, it's not just the idea that he's going to run the football, but you got to run it against numbers that dictate you throwing the football. Sometimes when you have 6 to block and you only have 5 guys, you've got to block them anyway, and he has to make someone miss as well the rest of the year.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has... And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Dolphins.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
22 yards.
A good pickup there, 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Chargers 1st down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively.
Herbert has it knocked free. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 34-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 34.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed as 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
Yeah, he'll work free, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here is 3rd and 3. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. They'll run on 1st down. Howard. And they'll get this down to the 10.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready Sanders. To return it now, here's King. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blow is the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
The throw over the middle taken in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The ball carrier.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They run with Howard. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. That's into the hands of Eckler.
Herbert's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Down. 3rd and 14.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 4th.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes. That's the way to lead.
Now he's just open for number 4. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Got his His man complete over the middle. It's Grant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Chargers 3.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Stephon Diggs with 3 touchdown receptions. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And that one, all even as they play the visiting Cleveland Browns. In our game, we got to see a little Fitz magic. Ryan Fitzpatrick looking good. He's over 300 yards passing already. How high can he go? To find out, let's kick it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Herbert has it knocked free, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Carry there by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher. He spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries, but when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
On second down now, it's Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Over the middle, complete. That's Grant. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And it's up and good. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to
now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
LA set to take over again on offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
the ball carrier.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Williams is going to have the 1st down and a little more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Now Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 40-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That keeps the score. Dolphins 38, Chargers 3.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, a about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. The rookie, Brandon Jones, picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now Howard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fitzpatrick, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Down and 13.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Preston Williams there to make the grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, here's King. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle.
Herbert's pass.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Herbert on first down now. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets it down to the 32. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
12 yards there and a first down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Herbert now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Herbert. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Herbert throwing again. And this is complete. It's Allen.
Herbert.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Goal.
On 4th down, Herbert.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Snags it for the pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. To return it now, here's King.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Herbert back to the air. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 20. Samuel Aguaman. From the gun,
Herbert, and he's got it. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to get a score back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. A give to Howard. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
For a Miami Dolphin.
On 1st down. Howard. Oh, Howard coughs it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, he fakes the spike. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd, and this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, here's King. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. And the numbers for him pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. My 52. My 52. I'm coming after you.
Fitzpatrick here to throw. Fighting him off. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, good move. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. To return it now, here's King. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so up there, keeps the sticks moving.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Chargers.
Again, Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and they haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so